How to get rid of a negative energy by cleansing your aura and your energy with a spiritual bath. I'm Lamar Townsend. I'm a natural intuitive, clairvoyant, clairaudient, psychic tarot reader. I'm also an astrologist, and I would love to do a personal, private, confidential psychic tarot reading for you or a personal birth chart reading. Please contact me on my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, or email me on at lamar.townsend@gmail.com. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button, which is the notification button, so that you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. Also, please follow me on Instagram at Lamar Townsend and like me on Facebook, facebook.com/Lamar Townsend Official. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate your following me on this journey. I hope you are also, having your own journey wherever you are. That's what it's all about, finding ourselves through our own journeys, right? But with that being said, how to get rid of negative energy, how to cleanse your aura, how to cleanse your energy. It's important that we do this, on a regular basis, if not every week, at least every month, maybe twice a month if possible, depending on your situation. Some of us deal with negativity on a daily basis. Sometimes we can't escape it. Maybe we live in a negative environment. Maybe we live, and that doesn't just mean, your household. It could mean your household, but maybe it's also the neighborhood or the town or you know what I'm saying? Um, maybe you all, maybe we, have work environments that can be negative or toxic, or maybe sometimes relationships, friendships can be toxic, and negative. And all of these things can have influences on our energy, negative influences on our energy. They can affect our energy, our aura, in negative ways. And a lot of times, if we don't work to cleanse ourselves of those energies, they can stay with us, and we can experience anxiety and fluctuations. Is that even a word? Fluctuations in moods, in our moods, or just really weird feelings that we can't explain sometimes. Well, sometimes it can be that we're picking up other people's feelings, energies or whatever. Sometimes it can be just energies that we've picked up, you know that just stick with us, for whatever reason. This is why it's so important to, pay attention to, your partners that you choose when it comes to sexual activities. Like, because sex is a really sacred thing. It doesn't matter what type of act you're doing. It's still, exchanging information. It's still exchanging spiritual essences, right? So, it's really important, like, if you do have maybe a lot of sex with different partners, or it's also really important, maybe if you definitely work in the spiritual field, the light worker field, such as this, or, or just, in a public field as well. You may be picking up on different people's energies, okay? So it's really important that you, always work on cleansing your energies, cleansing your aura, your energy fields, okay? Now it's important. It doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter what you believe. This is important, I believe, for any person. It doesn't even matter if you aren't religious. Still, at least think about incorporating this into your lifestyle. Okay. Now, one of my favorite things I like to do when I take a spiritual bath is I like to have a candle with me. Now, I have a Jesus candle because I love Jesus and I believe in Jesus, okay? Maybe that's not your situation, okay? So you can have any type of candle you want. Maybe you don't have to. Maybe you don't want a candle. You don't have to have a candle. I like to have this candle with me because I believe Jesus is with me, when I light the candle. And then one of my favorite things to do as well, and we have to think of it as like a meditation thing as well. It's not just, oh, I'm taking a bath, I'm going to sit in here, I'm going to roll around a little bit, and then I'm going to feel so much better. Like, no, really, make it something deeper, make it something more meaningful. It does not mean you have to follow my exact situation and have a Jesus candle. If you love Jesus, then go ahead and get you a Jesus candle, okay? Even if you don't, maybe, that will, inspire you in some way. Just go get a white candle. Now, I got this from Target. Now, I don't know if, your Target sells these. Maybe it's because I live in a really multicultural area. But you know, Target. I got this from Target. Okay, so you know, go to Target maybe, or you know, any probably local you know, corner store shop. You know, sometimes have these Spanish shops. Sometimes have them. Um, Jamaican shops sometimes have them, like, you know, things like that. Now, the most important ingredients for a spiritual bath. First of all, what you want to do with a spiritual bath, it's literally a bath. So you want to draw a bath with not hot water, because I don't want you to burn yourself, all right? But you know, lukewarm water. If you like cold baths, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? You just want to make sure that the salts get dissolved. And it's important that you use salts in your spiritual bath. You can use other herbs. Sage is a really good one. I've heard that basil's good, and mint. Um, you know, herbs that really cleanse your energies. If you can't get your hands on like a authentic, like, you know, mint herb, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, getting some mint or sage or whatever, or basil, like in one of those little what are they called? Condiment thingies, or like spice, like the spices. You can use those. Make sure they aren't like flavored, because I don't want you out here smelling like Italian seasoning. But you know, if you want to smell like that, do your thing. All right. Maybe there's some herbs in that can also help you. But the most important things that I need you to use is salt. Okay. And one of the salts that are really really good is Epsom salt. Now, like I said, I got this from Target. You know, you can use any type of Epsom salt that you want. This is the only one I could find. You can also use Dr. Teal's. You can use like Epsom salt with like lavender, eucalyptus. Like all of those are really really good, because those also, you know, by the way, Epsom salt's really good for alleviating anxiety. So if you have anxiety, this is really really good, because a lot of the times, you know, anxiety can be, not all of the time, it can be a depletion of magnesium. And you know, getting in a Epsom salt bath really you know, kind of replenishes the body of that, right? Which is helps to alleviate your mood and uplift your mood, right? So that's one of the benefits. Also, salt draws out negative impurities in the body. So a lot of times, if you like sit in a bath, sometimes you can literally see like white steam rising, and I like to think of that as the negativity kind of dissipating. You know, so the first time you take one of these baths, maybe it's probably will probably be the best bath ever. You know, it will also probably be the bath where you most will see that the literal energy, negative energy rising off of you, right? And then at some point it will be about just maintaining, you know, just cleansing on a daily basis, kind of like car maintenance. I had a friend kind of explain it to me in this way. Just think of it as, you know, getting a tune up, you know, or like an oil change in your car. You have to get an oil change in order for your car to be protected, in order for it to, you know, work properly, right? Just think of a spiritual bath as that way. I was like, okay, girl, I see that. I like that. So, you know, she's a woman. You know, House of Stars. Shout out to her. I love her. She's not a girl. Um, but also natural sea salt. Sea salt is a really, really, really good cleansing out the impurities type of salt that you can add to your Epsom salt, or you can just do the sea salt. You know, I would try not to use like the processed salt that we like you typically use on our food, like the other type of salt. I mean, but you can, but sea salt is the absolute best. I've heard that Himalayan sea salt can be really good, but you know, it is what it is. You can add other ingredients, but these are the main ingredients that I wanted to show you guys. It's really just about Epsom salt. It's really about sea salt, cleansing your spirit, cleansing your aura, cleansing your spirit. And then also one thing I like to do, I think I mentioned this or maybe I didn't. I like to pray. So I like to light the candle, and I will literally sit in, you know, the moment and just talk to Jesus about what's on my mind, talk to God about what's on my mind, you know, and you know, um sometimes I cleanse myself. You know, it's said that you're not supposed to do that, but sometimes that makes me feel even more cleansed and more clean. You know what I'm saying? So you do you though. Like if that's not your thing, then you know, do it however you want to do it. Then after I pray, I let the water drain. I get out and I feel much better. You will feel the difference, okay? And maybe you know, for some people you may have to do it, you know, continuously, you know, for a week or so, or a couple of days before you really feel optimal, right? But these are just ways to get rid of negative energy around you, within you, and you know, hopefully transform you to be a better person, to you know, live in a better environment, right? You know, we have to change the world by changing ourselves. So thank you for listening and watching. I hope you got something out of this video. You know, I hope you let me know how these work out for you, and love and light, okay? Contact me for your own personal private tarot reading or birth chart reading, or email me at lamar.townsend@gmail.com, okay? Love you guys. God bless you.